has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption. Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. an ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A victory. Perhaps the turning point. Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear. What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield? Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood. The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line? As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Mortality clarified in a single strike. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Begone, fiend!
Gnawing hunger sets in, turning the body against itself, weakening the mind.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Those who covet injury find it in no short supply. The requirements of survival cannot be met on an empty stomach. Regroup. Reassemble. Evil is timeless, after all. The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him. The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful. Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.